Good evening. It's the Dream Weaver, also known as the Bottle. I'm going to be, tonight folks, I will be reviewing Dreamweaver by Troeg. And, all right, let me stop this music. Gary Wright's really annoying when I'm trying to talk. Even though I teed it up poorly, but I did. Welcome everyone for tonight's edition of Beer News and Utter Nonsense. So I have some things to talk to you about tonight. The son of Can, who's not here again in my bottle lair in my basement. First of all, because I won't let him in, but also because he really doesn't leave his house either, like most of us. But he sends his love, and tonight we're going to give away one of his t-shirts that he sent to me that I'll be showing you. We'll have a little bit of a contest. Hopefully some people will tune in and give us some of their fun things that you've done. Start to think about fun things that you've done to try to stay sane through this. My bottle babes can't come over, so of course that's basically all I've done all my life is hang out with them. So I'm very alone right now in my bottle lair. So a lot of any information that you could send me with fun things, tips to keep my sanity would be helpful. So this is why I'm reaching out to you for some levity through this time that we're going through. So we'll talk about beer news. Well, beer news is, if you hadn't heard, that our Beer Can of Love story, 4 events in April were postponed. We've rescheduled 2 of them. We're kind of holding out on the dates a little bit to see how this thing plays out. But we do know that Carol Stout is rescheduled for August, so hopefully by that time we'll be heading on the trail of bottle versus can. It's going to keep happening. We are going to get through this together. The bottle and can must survive in the beer world and coexist, so we all have to in the real world. And so with this election, we're going to run side by side with it, bottle versus can, just like what's happening in the world. And it's going to be a fun piece of levity for a lot of craziness that's happening. So welcome people that have tuned in, and start thinking about 3 things that you're doing when you're home through this and to keep your sanity, and you might win a Son of Can t-shirt. Now, if you don't know what the Son of Can is, and I told my nemesis, as you will, the Can, stop calling yourself the Son of Can. People aren't going to get it. He told me, yes, they will, because it's the second coming of the Son of Can. I said, okay, well, so that's what he thinks. He's the Messiah of the beer world now, because he's coming back through craft brewers, because millennials want it in the can. Go figure, as Carol Stout says. So he sends his love. He's bird watching and visiting cemeteries. The guy is such a freak. I don't know. I can't understand him. He doesn't want to talk now. He's mad about what's going on with the world before all this nonsense that's happening that's affecting us all. Just, you know, everything. Yeah, Son of Sam, somebody put. That's what I thought. I said, stop calling yourself the Son of Can. People are going to think you're Son of Sam, like you're some crazy person. Well, you are a crazy person, but they're going to think you're like really, really sinister. No, it's Son of Can instead of Son of Man. So go figure. Anywho, so this whole bottle versus can thing is going to keep going, folks. We've got lots of breweries interested to do showings of the movie throughout the country, and it's just a matter of pulling the trigger on these dates. So we'll keep you in touch. We've got lots of people that have supported us, and we really do appreciate that, even though I really can't stand the SOB. SOC, he calls him, Son of Can. I call him an SOB because he's just miserable sometimes. I don't understand. I'm happy. Bottle's always happy. Bottle's always dripping with people. That's what he likes. This guy bird watches and visits cemeteries. What the hell is wrong with this cat? But vessel to vessel, we're fluid. We understand each other somewhat. Anyway, I'm going to put on my trusty bottle opener, which weighs about 5 pounds. And if you hadn't heard already, on my last broadcast, you could kill somebody with this thing. I mean, it's really, really old one. I think it's from the 40s or something. I don't know. Some of you historians out there might know better. But anyway, this was an actual gift from the son of Can to me for my birthday, because I'm 15th century. Not really sure when I was born. Unlike him in 1935, he's a baby, 85 years old. Anyway, I'm going to open up the Dreamweaver by Troeg. Now, Troeg is, I think it means vat in German or something like that, but it's a nickname of the family. I think that there's a play on that somehow. It's a wheat beer. We're going to do that tonight. I'll crack it with my trusty opener from 1940 or whatever it is. And we're going to take a little whiff of this. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Alicia from New York City, my friend from Manhattan. She came down to see the premiere. And in November, we're going to give away a shirt from that premiere, a very special one, which I'll show you in a minute. But this is, I always try to get a whiff of it. See if and of course, when you whiff something out of get a smell from the bottle, it smells so much better than from a can. Can just, you might as well be a Pilsner beer, you know, red, white, and blue or something. It doesn't matter. It all smells the same out of the can. But a bottle, the effervescence. I mean, it's just a better feel, as people say. You all love the bottle, right? Cans? It's sweet, but not too sweet. It's got a clean finish. You know, it's a wheat beer, so it's not going to have a lot of body to it, but it has a decent body, just like my bottle babes. It's unfiltered, so you're catching all that, all those ingredients, but it's not overbearing. It doesn't have that, there's no bitterness or anything. Again, it's a wheat beer, not too hoppy. It's 4.8. It's golden and cloudy. You can't tell because, you know, the bottle does hide things a lot with this brownness. Anyway, it's an easy drinking beer. I can't explain it. You know, I'm so old, man. My taste buds are kind of going because I am 15th century. So I'm hundreds and hundreds of years old. So I've kind of lost it a little bit, and my eyesight's going too. I'm having a hard time with this computer thing that they call it. Anyway, but I would give this a solid four bottles in my rating out of 5. Easy drinking, pick it up. They're in Hershey, Pennsylvania, right over by you know, the chocolate factory, the Willy Wonka place. So I would say that's a solid 4. Anyway, I can't give you much explanation. Go to their Facebook page, like them, or if you really want to get into figuring out. But you know, Mad Elf, the one that you can drink one of those and find yourself in a gutter if you drink one or drink more than one. They are potent. They're like 11%. They come out around Christmas time. I've got a giant bottle of that in my fridge, which I will crack out one time. So we're going to give away this. Please, people, please give us 3 or even 1 if you can't think of 3 fun things that you're doing to share with others. This is you know, we are a public service here at the Bottle and Bottle Land here. We like to give ideas, information out to people so that you will have fun throughout this time. And so if you have fun things you're doing, please post them in the notes so we can share them with people of things you're doing to keep your sanity. Hopefully you're not watching this to keep your sanity, because you might lose your mind after watching me for 10 minutes. Anyway, this is the official Son of Can t-shirt from the premiere. And the back of it, they call me the working can. Looks like I'm the one working here, Can, for you, advertising you. Well, anyway, somebody will win this. We'll pick out, you know, a random winner. And also from the premiere, he snuck this in just to rub it in my nose in it. There's a pair of Rogue panties. And these were when they were thrown on the stage while he and I had the showdown. And I don't know, these women, they were throwing bras and panties on the stage, and he just rubbed my nose in it by sending them to me. My bottle babes walked off the stage. They were horrified. I haven't heard from them since. So I have a beef going with him about that. So he had to slip those in just to, you know, as another FU to me. Anyway, so please do that. More Weinstein news. Harvey Weinstein was put in solitary. You heard about that, right? And his, you know, his new movie, Stir Crazy 2, where he starred in it in jail, was put on hold, and now he's got a one-act play called Moby Dick. So go figure. We'll see what happens with him. We'll keep you updated on what's going on with him in jail. So a couple more things before I go. I don't take a lot of people's time. Please. Oh, somebody said they painted the kitchen. If one more person comments about my big nose, I'm gonna have you blocked, okay? And just stop with it already, okay? You know what they say about big nose? Big hose. Anyway, why do I have a mad emoji on here? Those will be removed. It's like the woman, you ever see the woman on Kitchen Nightmares? The woman that had the bacon place or something? Oh my goodness. They were like, everything was social media. I don't get crazy about it. You don't like me, fine. Okay, fine with the mean emojis. You're allowed to be mean. This is America. Do it. Bring it. Bottle never shatters. I might crack, but I never shatter. Okay? So, what we're going to do this week is fun because the children will get involved. Just what you want for the good old bottle, right, is to have your kids involved in this, right? Well, there's going to be bottle art, and not the stuff where you put sand in the bottle and all that. I never liked that. When people used to bring me on the beach and I used to get sand, it used to get all over me, and I'd be really, really upset. So none of this sand art stuff in bottles. We're talking about drawings and paintings and beautiful renderings of the bottle. And we're going to give away some cool things to the winners and stuff like that. Fun things your kids can do while they're home, right? So we'll be sending you notices on that coming up. We're going to get the whole family involved because that's what the bottle is. People don't think the bottle's a family guy. They think I'm some street tramp because I was born an orphan and I live in a basement, and I live in tunnels, and I'm in crawl spaces and stuff like that. I'm a family person, even though I don't have kids. I am all about the family unit because I was an orphan. I grew up an orphan. You'll see in the next movie, my story's coming out, my real story, and I'll get a little more sympathy from these canned people. Anyway, so more rants tomorrow. We're going to announce the kids' art. Please like us on Facebook. Beer Can of Love Story, the movie. Just put it in right now. Just click your fingers in it and hit us a like or follow or whatever. Even though it's Beer Can of Love Story, the bottle is the star. And so you will be liking me too. Anyway, I think that's all I got. I'm looking at my notes. Oh, no, how could I forget Frankie Paul the Freak? Where are you, Frankie? Are you here? Please be sharing this to your people because Frankie Paul the Freak, very, very famous boxer from Delaware area, and he will be fighting at the Showboat in Atlantic City July 18th. He's scheduled to do that for celebrity boxing. He's coming back. That's right. Frankie Paul the Freak. Just look him up if you don't know him, and give him a like and follow him too. He'll be coming out. He ate a dozen hard-boiled eggs, I think, for Wing Bowl or something to qualify. I don't know. The guy is nuts. But we love the Freak. And hit us on Facebook with that too. What else do I got to say? I'm sort of losing it here. I'm starting to fade. I'm getting old. Just thank you. We'll get through this together. Have no fear. The bottle is here because when the chips are down, the bottle's around.